What's up, Pistons fans? That is 10 straight victories for the Detroit Pistons, man. They are on a roll. I expected nothing less from tonight. You go up against, what I believe, 1-12 Indiana right now. Obviously, they don't have guys like Halliburton because of the injury he suffered. You expected the Pistons to come out and have this type of victory tonight. But Jalen Duren was a monster tonight. Isaiah Stewart was a monster on defense tonight. And Dannis Jenkins, man, was a heck of a point guard and floor general out there tonight. We got a lot to talk about. Let's dig in.
Out of bounds, Detroit basketball.
All right, so Detroit Pistons win their 10th straight game, man. Absolutely continue to be on fire. We have a back-to-back, so we have another game tomorrow. I usually do one video, which is on the tail end of that back-to-back, but how could I not do a video, man? We are on a 10-game winning streak tonight. I just got to come on here and say something, right? Let's start out with the obvious, man. Listen, Indiana is obviously not good, okay? They don't have their star power over there, but they do have Siakam. You don't see too much from Benedict Mathurin unless Ivy's playing for some reason, but pretty much just a bunch of role players and bench guys that we had to go up against tonight. So in no way, shape, or form did I expect the Pistons to have to struggle to win this game, which they didn't. Even though the game was a little close at times, that's what teams do. You know what I'm saying? They kind of cruise a little bit and then they put the foot on the neck and it's over with, right? So that's what we've seen tonight. We're seeing guys like Duren absolutely take over this game. Just vicious alley-oop jams, man. Just dunking all over the place. And, you know, like I said, I mentioned before that, you know, he worked over the summer with Rasheed Wallace, and we all know his philosophy, right? When Drummond was here, it was where Rasheed Wallace's dunk everything, man. Show some finesse, which we seen from Duren tonight with the fadeaway. First of all, I don't want to say the fadeaway jumper, the dribble, the heavy dribble, and then the fadeaway jumper from Duren out there. You doing stuff like that, man, you create a whole different stratosphere of how great you could be as a player if you're Duren, man. All the potential in the world, but you know, like I said, I'm glad to see him have these performances, go out and get these 31-point games, 15 rebound nights. So when we do go up against those perennial all-star and those superstar big men, that you have the confidence to keep going and keep playing the way that you are. So like I said, you know, he has a few tests coming up in the schedule. But like I don't want to see the Pistons get too used to beating up on bad teams. That's why I'm glad the schedule is going to flip a little bit, and we're going to see a little bit better competition. Cade Cunningham obviously still out with the hip injury right now. If you're going to take an extra night off, tonight was the extra night off that you want to take. Also, some news for Cade Cunningham: re-signed his deal with Nike today, and he'll have his own signature shoe in 2026, which a lot of people are going to be waiting for that. But you know, by that time, I think we'll definitely see the full superstardom of Cade Cunningham, man. I expect it to be a huge season this season, so that shoe probably is going to do good in sales next season. Shout out to him. Shout out to Nike for getting that deal done. He's one of, I think it's 6 or 7 current players that that's got that done. So that's big news, man. That's big news. Dannis Jenkins tonight, like I said, continues to make plays, floor general out there, moving the ball, keeping the things flowing, playing defense on fast breaks, knocking down tough shots and layups tonight. Just absolute balling out there. Like I said, man, and this competition level where we seen tonight, man, you expect that. You know what I'm saying? You expect a 20-point game from Green tonight. You expect them to establish and say, hey, man, we're starter level guys, and we're not about to play around with you dudes. You know what I'm saying? So he's been doing an excellent job since Cade has been out. It continues to grow, continues to get better. And like I said, solidify himself in that backup point guard type of role. So, you know, I know it sucks for guys like Sasser to sit on the bench and, you know, deal with injuries. But when you seeing your friend out there being successful, it kind of, you know, it's a weird feeling, you know what I'm saying? Because yeah, it's my guy, it's my buddy, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, man, this is my spot, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's a tough situation to be in. I would definitely love somebody to ask Sasser that, like, how is he feeling about this situation so far with Dannis taking off the way that he is while Cade is out. But Green, like I said, 20 points tonight, man. Defense, just being a veteran out there, making big plays, cutting to the basket, being very timely out there. And then, of course, Duncan Robinson being Duncan Robinson. You know what I'm saying? So him and Karis LeVert, they're going to continue to be this the entire season. I'm to the point now where every time Duncan shoots the ball, I feel like it's going to go in. I'm to that point, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's going to go in every time Duncan shoots the ball, man. I'm actually surprised when he doesn't. You know, he's been able to get some good open shots. The Detroit Pistons have done a great job of finding him, coming around those screens, creating that space for him to get his shot off. And he's been taking advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Holland brought the energy tonight. Like I said, the stat sheet is not going to show everything, but he was doing his due out there as usual. But Isaiah Stewart defensively, 5 blocks from Isaiah Stewart tonight. Just being an absolute dog and a beast down there. Gave somebody an elbow tonight. I loved it. I'm glad it was only a flagrant one because I thought they was going to try to give him a flagrant 2 and get him up out of there based off of reputation. But, yeah, he was able to stay. But, you know, like I said, with this back-to-back, you don't want to see them play too long. I didn't like the fact that, you know, Bickerstaff kept him in. Speaking of Duren, kept him in a little bit late into this game. We'll see what his energy is like tomorrow. I know you want to let him get to 30 points, but again, you got a game tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So if you get up a lead good enough, which is what we had late into the game, you probably want to, you know, say, I know you want 30, bro, but we need you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? The coach got to step in. But I get it, you know, and I believe was his 3rd one of the season. I get it. You want to continue to build confidence in the young big fella. So, yeah, I get it. I guess I can deal with it. Maybe I'm too old school, right? You know what I'm saying? So, but that's pretty much it, man. That's all I got for you guys. I can't even talk about the other team because half of the team, the rest of the team was a question mark. I don't know them dudes. So... that's pretty much all I got tonight, man. Let me know in the comment section, man. Are you guys continuing to feel this way for the Detroit Pistons as they continue to win, man? The Pistons won again. You know what I'm saying? Cue up the song, right? Eating W's and everything like Green, right? So out there doing the Jameis Winston, man. So yeah, this is so much fun. Such a blast, man, watching the Pistons right now. But tomorrow we got another team, another opponent to go up against, and hopefully we can get to that lucky number 11. With that said, leave it in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video.